Sup guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I have with me is a figure, well, figures, but that's for later, that I wanted very badly for a while. The Storm Arena Street Fighter Alpha 3 Ryu. The box is nice, has a nice arcadey aesthetic to it, but Jada clearly has better packaging. Well, box aside, let's just get this thing open and ooh, cool backdrop. I have to say, this is my first Ryu figure, and it might be for a while since this looks like the definitive Ryu figure for me. A nice anime-ish style, and he is incredibly detailed despite looking so simple. The quality of the plastic is something I've never quite felt before in a figure. I personally love the texturing done throughout his gi, and one of the best details of this figure are its arms. Very nice with some shading throughout, and they feel pretty sturdy. He's a very simple looking figure, so it's time to move on to the accessories, which in all honesty is the weakest part regarding this figure here. First off, we probably have one of, if not, the worst figure stand I have ever witnessed. Seriously, this shit sucks, but here is the things you can do, I guess. You can use a plastic or metal clamp, but both suck. Seriously, this will damage the rubber on the figure. This stand is not worth it at all, and you will risk damaging your figure by using this clunky shit. Anyway, one of the positives of this stand is that it can act as a separate stand for the Hadoken effect. The Hadoken is nice with some translucency to it and has a hefty feel to it. Putting it on the stand is relatively simple like so, and you can remove one of the poles to have the Hadoken effect a little bit lower. Next is this extra bandana. It's the exact same one from the one he has on default, so I'm a bit disappointed here. I would have wanted a more dynamic bandana, like a bandana that's static but it's blowing into the wind, so it just kinda sucks knowing I literally just have a spare bandana. Next up is this very nicely done angry head sculpt. It's clean and the expression is nice, the sculpt is good, the paint is great, not amazing or anything like that, but I am glad that it does come with a good angry head sculpt. I do like the texture and look of the hair, it's rubbery and stylistic, which is in line with Street Fighter Alpha's art style. Finally, we have here are the Hadoken hands. They're quite nice and surprisingly rubbery, but I dislike how big these palms are. In other angles, the palms look ridiculous. I didn't expect the hands to be so rubbery, but I am quite surprised that they would do this for a figure, but to me, nothing beats the good old plastic hands. Moving on to articulation, the head can move up that far with adjusting the neck, it can move down that far, which is nice. Okay, the bandana just pops off. Side to side is very nice, of course. Get a full rotation with the arm here. Very nice swivel for the arm. Arm bend is very impressive. The wrist joint, well, it's kind of difficult to move it around because it's made out of rubber. But yeah, crossing the arms are relatively simple and reveals the sculpt for the butterfly joints. This is as far as I can go, and you can definitely cross his arms and then some. Thanks to the rubbery chest material Storm used. Going back though won't get you as much. But I guess you can kinda cheat and use the swivel for the arms. The torso can move down that far, which is pretty good. Going back is very nice too. The D will look a little ridiculous, but oh well. The leg has a drop down joint. Can move forward. The swivel is good, of course. The knee bend is very cool. The ankle rocker gives you way too much, but I am not complaining. Very happy. Going up, of course, toe hinge, and going back. Very nice overall. Oh, and by the way, this figure has an interesting gimmick, which is that you can remove the gi to reveal the figure's body and unlock even more range since he isn't hindered by any clothing. Removing the gi reveals this amazingly sculpted torso area, but also reveals the articulation for the figure itself. The torso's range can rival that of Revoltech despite it not being incredibly stylistic thanks to the rubbery chest area. This is phenomenal engineering by Storm. Size comparison time. Here we have your standard Mafex Hush Batman if you ever think that he won't scale well with other 6-inch figures. Well, don't worry. Here's the answer. Storm nailed the height this time around. Next is some Marvel vs. Capcom stuff. Spider-Man. Classic Spider-Man. Well, this is CT Toys, and this may be the definitive Spider-Man for now for some, myself included, but I hope that SHF dethrones Mafex sculpt soon. And finally, we have Ken. Don't be fooled by the camera angle or anything like that, they're the exact same height. They look amazing together, obviously, and hey, I wonder if I can... Yep, this looks great. You can mix and match the head sculpt so it looks like they're both wearing different gi. Don't worry if the skin tones will be mismatched or anything like that, trust me, they have the exact same skin tone. Hey, Ken kinda looks like... To conclude, I am very happy with this release by Storm and I'm very glad they're both available for reasonable prices. These prices are competitive and is the perfect competition we need so figure companies can truly bring out their A-game. I love the look, I love the sculpt, I even love the rubbery materials. Well, some, I don't really like the hands. But what I do not love is that stand and the occasional headband falling off. And a severe lack of accessories. Ryu is a phenomenal release by Storm, but there are things holding him back, such as what I mentioned, the accessories and the simple fact that Ken is clearly the better figure despite having the same body molds. I hope we get more accessories down the line for this series, and I hope that they get to fix the issues for Ryu, such as the weirdo palms and his bandana falling off easily. He's a very, very strong 8 out of 10, and I hope to see a lot of cooler stuff from Storm. I wish Storm still had the license for Mortal Kombat, man, cause fuck! Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this review as much as I enjoyed this figure. Like, comment, subscribe and all that shit, and I'll see you in the next one. Which is Ken. Can we play the outro already?